Hey, we're Two Boys in a Prayer. Welcome back to another video. Today we got a couple things we want to talk about. One being, we talked a little bit about it in our last video, I think, but our album, we're like half done with it. So, more than I thought we were, actually, because we do it, also, we have done it so far on our phones only, really. So, well, the vocal recording is a computer because we can't have a way to hook up a mic to the phone, but we everything else like the music itself was done on our phones, and so we didn't actually realize we already had like half the album done already. So that's kind of cool. It might possibly release this year. Who knows? I don't know. Depends on how long it takes us to figure out like the BandLab web browser version of BandLab. I don't know why I said BandLab web browser. You know what I mean. So there's that, and then also we are probably going to start uploading blogs or do some other content type, like whatever. I don't know. So I guess we'll let you guys know what we decide. We haven't really figured it out yet. We're trying to figure out what we want to do because we want to film music stuff, but we can't upload super often because it takes like a few months to make a song. So while in between those gaps of while we're working on it before we actually upload something about like that's a song or a music video or whatever, uh, we will try and think of something else to film in between those. Maybe that's going back to the studio series. Or we really haven't done a whole lot. We haven't uploaded much on this channel. We started like 3 years ago, and then we took like an 8 month break and then uploaded a song, and then we took another few months break, and then we uploaded again, and then we just in and out because, like I said, we it takes a while to write a song, and it takes a while to now that we have a studio software to actually make it. So there's actual like music in it instead of just drums and vocals. And keep in mind the music and stuff is uh, either virtual instruments, so it's not like real, but it's like
Sounds
sort
of real.
it sounds real. It's all like fake, like the MIDI versions, and then also sorry, I was looking at my I don't know. But anyway, what I was saying was they have I can speak. They have virtual instruments, and then they also have BandLab Audio Library, which is where you can get sample stuff, and we use samples for a couple songs. Our album opener is sampled stuff. Well, the drums are like stuff we've put in, but the guitar loop and uh there's like a I don't even know what you call it. It's like a hum. I don't know. It's like a
Are you talking about the album opener?
yeah. There's like a thing in the background.
It's
like
some
a pad
type.
maybe.
I think it's like some type of like lead pad or something. I don't know.
Whatever it is, it's just some random sound we found. So we put those two things together, and then I put a bunch of effects on it to add like reverb and some echoing, and then also we added the drums, which are drums we put in, so those aren't sampled. And then there's our song "Back to Life" that he showed a couple times.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that. But, anyway, that one is Looper packs, which technically Looper basically takes samples and um puts them in like a thing where it just loops it for you, and then you can record a David and Goliath and the last one on the are uh they use Song Starter, which is like an AI thing, but it's not. It's like so it generates your music. Like you can tell, we don't really tell it, but you select like a what kind of music you want, and then you can type a lyric in, or you can just say go, and then it'll generate something based off of what you selected, and then you can go into studio once you download that, or once you find one that you like, you can go in studio and change it however you want. So like with David and Goliath, uh, I might be able to show you actually. The drums were really weird,
Like it
really
sounded completely
like
different.
because we generated it as pop because it was like the closest thing to what we like the type of thing we want. We didn't want like country or rock or anything like that. So uh, something that's like the main typical music you would hear, but you know like any pretty much any other song that would be on like Christian radio or whatever. Something close to that. So the drums we did not like at all. They were very fast and very like crazy and repetitive.
Crazy.
Well,
Not really repetitive.
they're
But it was
just.
just like
Hey, I'll show you. Anyway, so I took those drums
didn't
out,
fit the melody.
I put new ones in, and then we kept the melody. I took out the bass because it sounded weird. Um, so all of that we did, and then with the final album song,
I think
I took what there was. I changed the instrument the chords were, and then I made like a build up in the beginning instead of just starting randomly. I made it kind of build up and fade in from reverb to normal, and then it fades out from normal to reverb at the end of the song, which you guys will hear when the song is released. So, anyways,
I've been trying to get away from the camera every time I yawn, but it's probably not working.
to normal, and then it fades out from normal to reverb at the end of the song, which you guys will hear when the song is released. So, anyways,
I've been trying to get away from the camera.
with David and Goliath, we started the first studio thing that I have was April 26th, 2023 at 11:50 p.m.
I think David Goliath was definitely the longest song. It took the longest to make, because it was like we started it as we were like we're still learning how to use BandLab sort of. I mean, we know a lot, but uh, it wouldn't have taken as long if we have like if we had BandLab before we started before we started that. But we like started that like right after we like downloaded BandLab and started using it. Uh,
I'm sorry, I keep looking like weird, like off. I'm just like staring. My light up here that I have is kind of bright on my face, and so I
I
keep
know.
looking down. That's why I'm not looking at the lens. I'm looking at my screen because it's too bright up towards the lens. I can't actually see.
I know.
So, see, this is what I have. It's like
I've got one
this
like that too.
thing.
I've used it in my videos.
Um, so that's up here in the corner. See, this is what I. This is why. That's without it on. That's how dark it is. So.
And then with it on, it's
With it on,
better.
it helps. So, anyway, this is the original version of David and Goliath. I don't know if you can hear it. So, so yeah, see, that's what I mean. How it was very, very like crazy.
It felt too fast.
And then this was, if you guys haven't heard David and Goliath, this is what we did with it. Basically, I'm gonna play a version of it without vocals.
Yeah.
This might have vocals in it. Let me check.
Before we had like gone through like we had finished the music for David and Goliath, and then we recorded vocals, but then we realized that we were off key, so we had to go back and re-record vocals. Like we had to re-record like the whole entire song. And originally the first verse was Kaylin, and then the second verse was me. Uh, and then I think the bridge we were doing it together like usual. But the we ended up swapping it to have me do the first verse and Kaylin do the second, and then we'd both do the bridge. And then obviously we'd both do the chorus.
Okay. Anyway, so this is what we ended up doing with David and Goliath. Might be a tiny bit different because I did edit a couple things when we actually put the vocals in just to make it sound better. This is in studio.
I'm not really sure what skipping, but
Yeah, muted up there is vocals and vocals.
here,
So
skip to
this
like
is
the
this is
part
where
with
we
the
go with the
drums.
drums. So you can tell these are the new drums. So
I'm not really sure how good that sounded.
it might not sound great. If you can't tell, if you haven't heard the full song with vocals and everything, make sure to go check it out. We released it a couple months ago. He also released a song that he actually wrote about me. I had asthma since probably pretty much my whole life probably. Um, it is getting better now, but I used to be like really sick. uh, I'd be in the hospital a lot and stuff, and so that's what he wrote it about. And then um, Back to Life is almost done, and that
Yeah.
should be released in a couple
Yeah,
months.
we
hopefully.
had finished all the music for Back to Life, and then I we've written like the whole song, like all the words for it. Uh, and Kaylin realized that the way that I wrote the that I wrote the words,
How do
um,
you write vocals?
it didn't align right. So we're gonna like I think extend part of the song. The original length of the song was gonna be like 2 or 3 minutes. It's probably gonna maybe end up being at least like 4, which is fine. Uh,
So,
because they're the yeah.
so having studio software, basically what we're trying to say is having a studio software definitely it makes making songs more fun. You get to experiment with more instruments, though it will take way longer to record if you're not just playing it pretty much live like we used to do. Um, but you get a way better result. You get more clear vocals. You get clear drums. You get clear. Pretty much everything is clear than being played out of a speaker. And then, well, not all the time, but like when we did like our song "Forgiven," which was the first song and one of the first videos on the channel, um, we recorded. I just played something on our piano or keyboard that we had, then I just recorded with it, so it wasn't aligned right. Things were we kept messing up and laughing, and so it was fun, but it was
And then
we,
there
we
was
definitely
this.
learned. I do want to show you something.
Then there was me
While you're saying that,
at the end of Forgiven. I don't really know why I did this. It is in the video because we couldn't edit because I mean we didn't even know how to edit at the time. Plus we didn't have anything to edit on. But so I I'm not really sure why I did this, but I was the one drumming in Forgiven. And then at the end of the song, like after we had finished, I guess I don't even know what I did. I guess I tried to like attempt a drum roll or something. I don't know. It was weird, but it's in the end of the video. But anyways, after that weird drum roll, the video ends. So I'll show you what I'm talking about
so this
after that.
is our first video. I think it's funny watching this.
If you see me keep moving, it's because my legs keep falling asleep. Sorry.
The quality of movie goes up to 480p. It's still a quality video, but I mean this one's only like 720, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
what the camera goes to. Um,
I mean, I'm not sure what laptops were. Those were back.
those are probably like 160 or something. I
I
have no idea. I don't even know if it's a thing. But anyway, so it's kind of funny. It might not actually like seem like it, but at least to me, I'm not like shy on camera. I'm not. I'm like I'm comfortable being in front of a camera. But I think it's funny how when we started, we used to be. I mean, I think that's probably goes for anybody who's just now starting a channel or who is just starting something they've never done before. If they're gonna be on camera, they might be shy or whatever. But this was us.
Hey, we're two boys in a prayer. Today we are really excited to tell you about our new channel, Two Boys in a Prayer, where we hope to spread the word of God through the songs that we write. And the song that we are going to be putting out coming soon is called Forgiven.
I'm trying to get so there's up there. I can't point to it. That's me, and the other one is Tyler.
The one in the blue shirt's Kaylin, and then I'm the one in the
Black.
green.
I think.
Oh, black and blue shirts.
I don't know.
That's the right way.
My shirt actually kind of looks. It's almost the same color as it is on camera, but my shirt's blue. It kind of looks black on camera. It's just like a dark blue.
Here, go to Forgiven.
Oh, forgive me.
I wanna get to that, and then go to the end. I wanted to show them the weird. I'm also not sure what that was. Like, I mean, definitely, you can definitely tell our voices have changed.
Unforgiven, unforgiven.
Yeah, whatever that was. I don't know what I was trying to do, but well, I'm guessing I probably meant to hit the actual drum part, but hit the rim.
Like I said, if you guys are new here, make sure to check out the channel and subscribe. And if you like the video, like and comment. Let us know some ideas of what we should do. And yeah, so I guess we'll see you in the next video. Bye.